Assalamu alaikum, dear fellows. My name is Muhammad Usama, and today I'm going to show you the implementation of the basic operations which are used in the Verilog. So, for this, I have to show you some basic operators which are used in the Verilog. Those are arithmetic operators, logic operators, relational operators, and other operators. First of all, I will be talking about the arithmetic operators. The key symbols for the arithmetic operators are multiply, divide, plus, minus, and this symbol. The binary operators are multiply, divide, or subtract, and modulus used such as example given below. This is the basic example. So we would have to run this example in the Verilog and check either our results are good or not. So for that I have open here over here. So these are basically the arithmetic operators. For these arithmetic operators, this is the multiply, this is divide, this is plus, and this is minus, and this is the modulus operators. Module test, these are the basic variables which will be used in this program, and these are the lengths of these variables. These are the inputs and these are the outputs. The C is basically C is equal to A multiplied by B. Then D is equal to A divided by B, E is equal to A plus B, F is equal to A minus B, and G is equal to A plus B apostrophe B1, and then B. Then we will end module, and module means that our program has been end. So first I have run this program already. So first of all we have to locate and check locate in the RTL viewer. This is the basically the RTL viewer of this code. This is the multiplier, this modulus, divider, adder, and subtractor. This is the circuit. So you can see these are the basic two inputs and these are the outputs of these inputs. So all the connections are made, and in this way the whole circuitry is designed. So as far as the waveforms are concerned, so for that we have to open a new we have to open a university program VWF and then click on OK. We have to right click on this and click on insert node or bus. We will then click on node finder. We will then click on list. We will be getting all the list of the variables which are being involved in the uh, code. So those variables are A, though we have given a length of 4 to the variable A. So you can see that A0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, this is the variable of the 4 length, and then we have used a variable B. So this variable is of 4 length also. Then we have used C. This is the variable of 8 lengths, because we have given the lengths of 8, 0, 1 to 7. So these are the 8 variables. So these are also 8 variables, and so on up to G. We will click on this and we'll then click on OK and then click on OK. So this is A, B, C, D, E, and F. So if I have to show the output in the binary, so for that I have to click on all these variables and change the radix to um, unsigned decimal. So this is now basically an unsigned decimal. So for this my value of A is 12 and B is 3. So when I will open this, and then I have to assign the value to this, A to 12 and B to 3. A, the value of A is going to be 12 like this, and the value of B is going to be 3 uh, like this. Then we click on OK, and then we will have to run this program. So for the running of this program I have to click over here and click on here. It will click on the desktop, save, then I'll be clicking on OK. Then the simulation start flowing, and after the simulation is run, so we will have to verify our outputs. We have given the input of 12 and 3, so the output is 36, 4, 15, 9 and 1. So if I open my basic code, so you can see that my first operation was multiplication. So for the first operation, c is equal to a multiplied by b, so 12 is 12 multiplied by 3, so 12 3s are 36. So you can see that over here we are getting a 36. Then d is equal to a divided by b, the result is 4, I will be getting a 4, and here is the 4. Then is a plus b, 12 plus 3 is equal to 15, so this is 15, and f is equal to a minus b, that is 9, and here is we are getting a 9. And then a modulus operator, it always evaluates to 1, so here I am getting a 1. So you can see that this is basically the working operation of the arithmetic operators. So I have verified the output also. So was the verification of the arithmetic operators. Then I have to show you the logical operators. So let's just move on to logical operators. Logical operators are basically and, or, and not. So logical operators are logical and logical or logical or not. All logical operators evaluates to either 1 or 0. It means that the logical operators will be showing us an output of 1 or 0 or an either unknown. An operand is true if a non-zero and a false if it is 0. An unknown or a high impedance value evaluates as false. As operands can be variables or an expression which evaluates to either true or false as defined below. So this was the basic circuit. So as if we implement this circuit, we see that let me go to the just wait a second. These are the logical operators. This was the program which was showing the logical operators. So I have given the name of the operators. These are the operators, and these are basic the variables which we will be using in the code. So as these are the basic variables, so these are the lengths which are defined to these variables. A, b and c are the inputs, d, e, f, g are the outputs. So we have to check the input on a, b and c. A has the value of 2, b has the value of 0 and c has the value of 4. We have assigned d is equal to a and b because for the Verilog programming we have to give the value of and we have to use and to perform the AND operation. A or b, not of a or c and c not c, h is equal to not of c. This is the basic code. So we have only used an AND module. So this AND module is basically used as to end the program. For the end of the program we use the AND module. So I have already uh, simulated this circuit because the simulations take some time. So right click on this, then we have to click on locate, and then we have to click on locate in RTL viewer. So this is the basically RTL viewer. You can see that we are having an input of a, b and a c, and here we are using uh, or operator, or and or operator. This is the AND operator, this is the NOT operator, and these are the outputs. This is basically the circuit which of the written code. So you can check this. As far as the waveforms are concerned, then we will have to click on file, then click on new, and where then we have to click on university program VWF, click on OK, right click on this, insert node or bus, we have to click on node finder, then we have to click on list. In the list you can see that first we have an input of a, then the length of the a was 3, so a0, a1 and a2, this was the length 3 of a. Then b consecutively length 3 and this all. So we will click on this and then click on OK, then we will be clicking on OK. So to verify the output, I have already used this kind of circuit over here. Let me show you uh, in my working of the lab 5. So this was the basic uh, implementation of this lab. So for A we have given 0 0 0 1 double 0. So let's just give it a value of 0010. And where is that? Here is this. We have to give it a value 0010 and 0010. As you can see that the um value of A is 2, which is 0010, B is 0, which is 40, and C is unknown. So where B will be given a value of 40, that is okay, and C will be given a value of unknown value, so 4x's will be given. So this is the basic input which we will be giving to our circuit. So as far as the implementation of this circuit is concerned, then we will click on the implementation of this circuit. It will ask you to save the program, save it on desktop or where you want to save it. Click on save, and the simulation start flowing. So you can wait a bit, and then the simulation just starts to simulate the circuit. So you can see that um, for the circuit which we have implemented over here, which is this, and the output simulation, um, you can see that D is equal to A and of B. So for what and is basically be giving me a 0 output. So this is the 0, and this is or A or of B. So or will be giving me a 1 output. So 0010 over here, and D is the not of F is the not of A, so that is 0, which is shown over here. We can verify the output. And G is equal to A or of C, which will be giving 1 to me, so that you can also verify from here. And H is equal to not of C, so that is 0000x, so you can verify the outputs. So next operate, then we have an exercise. We have to run this code and check either what will be the output of this circuit. So I have also implemented this circuit over here. So this is the alpha beta gamma code. So you can see that module name is gamma. The variables being used are alpha 2, beta and gamma. Input will be beta, output will be alpha 2, and output will be gamma. So beta is equal to we will be assigning alpha 2 is equal to not of beta, gamma is equal to alpha or of beta. So we will be at the end using an AND module. So that will basically end the program. So this is the whole code which we will be implementing. So as far as the circuit diagram of this is concerned, so click on locate in RTL viewer. So this is basically in an RTL viewer. This is the input which is not of alpha 2, and this is the second output, which will be gamma, because we have in the circuit, we have in the code we have given the two outputs. So click on file, click on new, and click on university program VWF, click on OK. To verify the waveforms, we will be right clicking over here, insert node or bus, node finder, list, and OK. As we have the variables of only 1 length, so we have alpha 2, beta and gamma, and the output same. Click on OK and OK. Then here we will be getting this kind of circuitry. So I have implemented this circuit over here. You can see that in my implementation of this code I have implemented over here. So when I run this circuit, when I click over here and I run this circuit, it will ask me to save the circuit, and I will click on save. So the circuits just starts to implement itself. So and when it implements, you can see that this kind of output we will be getting. So this is was the code, and this is an output. So we are having two outputs. The alpha 2 is equal to not of beta, so beta was basically 0. So 0, the not of 0 would be 1, so the output is 1. So you can see that we are getting the same output which we have given the logic, and the gamma is equal to alpha 2 or of beta, so that is basically also 1. So that implementation is also given truly in the waveforms. So you can verify this. As far as the next operator is concerned, so we are having a relational operators which are key symbols. These are basically smaller than, greater than, is equal to. So for the implementation of this kind of circuit, just wait a second, let me just first define it. The relational operators are less than, more than, less than or equal to, more than or equal to. These true and false variables are defined in the same way as above in the logical operators. In this case, if any operand is unknown, the whole expression evaluates to unknown. This is the basic example. I have implemented this example over here. So the module name of the module is key sum, which is a b c d e g f g and h. The input as having a length of 3, and the input is a b c and d. The output is e f g h. A is 2, b is 5, c is 2, and d is unknown. We have assigned e is equal to a less than b, f is equal to a greater than b, g is equal to a greater than or equal to c, h is equal to d less than or is equal to a. So this is the basic code. I have implemented this code as well because the implementation take times. So let's just click on this locate and locate in the RTL viewer. So this is the basically RTL viewer of the of our code, that is D. We are having a 4 inputs. So this is less than, this is less than 2, less than 1, and less than 0. These are the outputs. So you can check that our code is being verified. So as far as the waveforms are concerned, click on new and click on university program VWF, click on OK, right click on this, insert node or bus, node finder, we have to use list, and then this uh, whereas we have given the length of 4, then A will be having a length of 4, A0, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4 length. Same for the B, same is for the D, E and F, G and H. So all variables are having a length of 4. Then we right click on this and click on OK. So this operator is implemented over here. So you can see that I have implemented over here. So let me just clear it somehow. um, you can see that A is 0010, 01001, and B and D. So let me just assign the values to these simulations. These simulations will be same as these input variables. So this would be changed to 0010, that is okay. That now 0101. So let me just change it to 0101, click on OK. Then I have 0010, click over here 0010 and 0010, click on OK. And as far as the ed was concerned, then it was an unknown variable. Give it an unknown value. Let's just give it a 4x. Click on ok, and this is now basically the input which we have given. And now run the program simulation. Click on ok. Save it on desktop. Save this simulation, and the simulation start running. So if I open my code, so you can see that this kind of output I am having. So the relational operators were performed. This was the relational operator, and my output is this. So you can see that I have assigned a should be less than b, so that is true, which is 1, and I am getting a 1. So let me just drag it over here, a 1. Then I have f is equal to a greater than b, which is false, and that should evaluate to 0. Then I am getting a 0. And then I am having a g, that is a is less than is equal to c, which is less than or equal to c, which evaluates to true, that is 1. The binary code for the one is 0001 I am having over here, and the last one which will be evaluate to unknown. So this is over here 000x, that is unknown. So my results can be verified. So now I'm going to show you the concatenation operator. So this is the concatenation operator. The concatenation operator appends sized nets, register bits, selected, parts selected, and constants. The key symbol for this concatenation is this. I have implemented the concatenation operator as well. So I am going to show you the concatenation operator. Let me just give a second. The concatenation operator is this one. You can see that the module name is conc. These are the variables which are being used. I have input a, input 1. The length of the b is 1, and the length of the c is 5. The length of the d and e is 3 consecutively. A is 1, and b is somehow this. So I have assigned d is equal to a, b, and I have assigned this, and then I have used end module. End module is basically used to end the program. So here let me give it an comment of end program. This statement will end the program. So as far as the RTL viewer is concerned, to click on RTL viewer. This is the basic RTL viewer. You can see over here I have also used this this RTL viewer over here. So you can check that these are basically the same thing. So let me just change to the waveforms. So the waveforms would be let me just change. This is the basic RTL viewer. Click on file, click on new, click on university program VWF, click on OK. The node or bus, node finder, list, and list all. This is a. The length of the a was 1, so I am getting only a 1. Length of the b was 1, I am getting b1. The length of the c was 6, 4, and consecutively I am getting the inputs. Click on OK and click on OK. So this is the basically input. So let me just change to 1. Now this is 1. The b is 0. Let me just confirm this. B is 0, 1, 0, 1, and last one. This is 0, and this is changed to just wait a second. 1, 0, 1, and the last one 1. This is the value, and let's just simulate this. So when we done the simulation, it will ask me to save the program. I'll save it on desktop, and now the concatenation operator starts flowing. So when the simulation starts. So this is the basically output as far as my code is concerned. So let me just open my code so that I can show you the basic uh, the working. As you can see that this statement is this, and the output is which I am getting is 0100, which is correct, and the output second should be 1011, that is also correct. So these are the basic operators which are used in the Verilog. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Jazakallah.